Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. Today, let me tell you is a very important editorial. I'm going to share some facts with you. I'm going to share some chronology of events with you. And you have to decide whether is Trump lying? Is Trump lying about using trade as a tool to bring about ceasefire between India and Pakistan, or the story is something else? Let's get right into the show. Like I said, this is a very interesting topic, important topic, and I would urge you to watch this video till the last. And then you make up your mind. Let me know what you think. Let me know what's your opinion about this entire story that I'm going to lay out in front of you. Now, let's start from the beginning. You see, the US court went out and said that, listen, Mr. President, you can't use tariff laws to leverage your international relationships or to leverage some international ceasefire. You can't use tariff laws like that. It's not really the way the law works. In fact, the court went on to say that the court does not pass upon the wisdom or likely effectiveness of the president's use of tariffs as leverage. That use is impermissible, not because it is unwise or ineffective, but because federal law does not allow it. The court said, listen, you using tariff, you using trade, well, it could be effective. It could be effective, but it is impermissible. We cannot permit that. You cannot use trade, US money, US power to kind of, leverage for ceasefires and international relationships, etc. You cannot do that. The federal laws will not allow you to do that. Now, to which their US Secretary of Commerce, Howard Lutnick, he said that an adverse ruling by the court that constrains the president's power could lead India and Pakistan to question the validity of Trump's offer, threatening the security of an entire region and lives of millions. Now, this is a very, very important and interesting statement he made. He said, listen, judge, court, if you pass such kind of judgments, adverse judgments against the use of tariff, then you don't know this verdict may cause huge problems between India and Pakistan. It may rekindle the war, is what he long and short says. Using trade as a tool, we brought about the ceasefire. In fact, this is what President Trump had to say. Just hear this.
We helped a lot. And we helped also with trade. I said, come on, we're going to do a lot of trade with you guys. Let's stop it. Let's stop it. If you stop it, we're doing trade. If you don't stop it, we're not going to do any trade. People have never really used trade the way I used it. That I can tell you.
He said that, listen, you know what? I am the best person to use trade. I use trade very well, and I can make anything happen with trade and all that. I thought he said it very condescendingly. He was talking as if he was talking to two kids fighting over a chocolate. That is how it sounded to me then, but that's okay. That's me. Let's keep that aside. The thing is, the way the US Commerce Secretary spoke, it actually looked as if this entire war was fought because of some money, some trade. There was something to be gained in terms of commerce from this war that we had with Pakistan. And we, in India, we always thought we were avenging those widows, those 26 lives that India lost. But somewhere down the line, as this entire story is progressing, all that is forgotten. All that is forgotten. Now, if this particular statement made in the court is proven to be a lie, and the ceasefire didn't happen because of trade, then what are the ramifications? The ramification could be that the president knowingly makes a false material statement under oath in the court proceedings, that is, as in testimonies, dispositions, or sworn affidavits. They could be charged with perjury, and the penalties could include imprisonment up to 5 years and 10 years if in foreign intelligence surveillance court proceedings. Fine up to $250,000 for individuals, or twice the financial gain loss caused by the offense. Is Trump lying to the court? Because India is very clear that we didn't call for a ceasefire because of any US interference, for starters, and of course not for trade.
Siddhant, you had a question regarding the court filing in the United States. I hope you've seen the court order as well. Our position on this particular issue that you mentioned has been well articulated. I would refer you to our position that was made clear on 13th of May. From the time Operation Sindoor commenced on 7th May till the understanding on cessation of firing and military action on 10th May, there were conversations between Indian and US leaders on the evolving military situation. The issue of trade or tariff did not come up in any of those discussions. External Affairs Minister has also made clear that the cessation of firing was decided upon through direct contacts between the DGMOs of India and Pakistan. So that should answer your question.
We say that it was the Pakistanis who came and asked us for a ceasefire, and we kind of thought we will sit and talk, and we agreed to the ceasefire, which was fine. So is Trump lying? And if Trump is lying, then will there be any investigation on what he is saying? And if there is an investigation, if he is found guilty, would he be put behind bars? And the second question is, why is Trump taking such a big risk of lying to the US courts? Now let me come to the India part of it. You see, India, they say, okay, on 23rd of May, when this court was, sounding off this hearing, our Commerce Minister, Mr. Piyush Goyal, was in United States discussing bilateral trade and all of that. Okay, that could be, our Commerce Minister would go to United States, our largest trading partners, to discuss bilateral trade and all, which cannot be connected to anything. But the point is, if Trump is not lying, and if Trump is telling the truth because his administration went and gave this disposition to the court, if Trump is not lying, then what exactly happened that day? Did we come and did we agree for a ceasefire because of some trade deal? And if a trade deal could get us to agree to a ceasefire, then why was the war in the first place? You see, when the government told us that, there are times when war is necessary, there are times when sheer diplomacy and talks wouldn't make sense, but action would, we agreed to. When the government told us that you talk to a country where there is democracy, where there is diplomacy in place, where there is a elected leader who is there to talk to you, you don't talk to a country which is run by military, then military has to talk to that country. We agreed to our leadership. We agreed to the government. And we still do. There are times we need to act and not just talk. While a lot of us then and now believes in non-violence. But at times, like we said, war was the only solution. At that point in time, war looked like the only solution. We went to war. Then we called for ceasefire. Why did we call for ceasefire? Is this why we started this war? As a nation, we had resolved that India will identify, trace, and punish every terrorist and their backers. We had resolved that we will pursue them to the end of the earth. Our spirit will never be broken by terrorists. This is what, as a country, we had resolved. We said terrorism will not go unpunished. We pledged every effort will be made to make sure that justice is done. This was our resolve. My question is, did we really honor our resolve? Did we take Hafiz Saeed and his Lashkar-e-Taiyiba down? Did we eradicate Jaish-e-Mohammed? Did we even capture those terrorists, those cowards who came and killed our people? Could we take them down? So what exactly are we talking about? Why ceasefire? It hurts and it humiliates me that my country, and somebody is telling that my country agreed on a ceasefire because they offered some trade deal. That humiliates me as a person and as an Indian. And B, Pakistan perpetrated our land. Pakistan harbored terrorism. Pakistan sponsored terrorism. Pakistan sponsored what happened in Pahalgam. Beyond doubts, Pakistan sponsored it. And you know what Pakistan got? Pakistan got $1 billion from the International Monetary Fund. Pakistan, according to Trump, got a trade deal. And we called for ceasefire. And most importantly, I don't know what our brief to our panel or that all-party panel is, all-party delegates. I don't know what the brief is, but there is something we need to make it very clear. If Trump is going hammer and tong, saying that this entire deal, this entire ceasefire was brokered because of a trade deal, and if we don't react to it, and we don't react to it vociferously across the globe, then I think it puts us in a very, very bad light. And most importantly, this being hyphenated with Pakistan, this factor will be consolidated, continued, and probably this will be a permanent feature. India being hyphenated with Pakistan. I want you to think, I want you to let me know, do you think that Trump is lying? And if Trump is lying, should he face the courts and should he face punishment for that according to US laws? And if Trump is not lying, then what exactly happened? Why did it happen? And what did we gain out of all of this? That's the question I leave you with. Till I see you tomorrow at 10. Namaskar.